Hey folks, it's Laura with Raintree Nursery. And after a long, hard day of work, one of my favorite things to do is to sit down with a lovely glass of raspberry liqueur. This is one of my favorite quick and easy things to make. And one of the reasons why I like to grow fruit is not just to eat it fresh from the trees, but to make really fun things with it. Now you could do this with any kind of fruit, but I particularly like raspberry because the flavor is exceptional. It's nice and strong, it stands up to the alcohol, and the color is just absolutely gorgeous. And it also happens to be a dead simple recipe. So come on with me, I'll show you how I do it. The first thing that we want to do is measure out our vodka. This is Monarch. It's a 100 proof vodka. That's really important. It's a little bit stronger than the 80 proof vodkas that are most commonly sold. 100 proof means it's 50% alcohol. The alcohol is going to act as a solvent and pull all of the fresh flavor and fragrance out of the raspberries. We want to use 4 cups or 1 quart of this vodka. Now I'm going to go ahead and put everything into one of these French jars. I like to minimize plastic in my kitchen whenever possible. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the vodka into my quart jar. Just really get it going there. All right, 4 cups. There we go. All right, now that's done. Next, we're going to add our raspberries. And I did a little secret squirrel thing with the raspberries. I froze them before I got ready to use them. Freezing the raspberries will break down the cellular structure of the berries and allow more of the juice to escape. So it's a quick and easy thing. You don't have to freeze them for a real long time, just maybe 24 hours. And they thaw out. They're already releasing their juice. So that goes in with the vodka. Look at that color. Oh, that's one of the things I love about raspberry cordial. It's the absolutely spectacular color. Look at that. Oh, man. And that's it for the first phase of the process. You're just going to go ahead and close this up and shake it every week or so. You're going to let this sit for 4 weeks. And the vodka is going to pull all of the goodness out of the berries. Now, if you were on a timetable and you didn't have 4 weeks or 6 weeks to wait for this whole thing to be done, what you could do is you could cook the raspberries and strain them to get the juice out, but it wouldn't give you the same fresh flavor that using the raw berries will give you. It's still good, it's just not as good. Welcome back. It's been 4 weeks, and here is our lovely jar of raspberry and vodka. You can see everything is kind of separated. All the solids have sunk to the bottom. The glorious stuff has risen to the top, and now it's time to decant it. What we're going to do is take a canning funnel that we have attached some cheesecloth to and put that over our jar. I do love cheesecloth. It's so easy to work with. You could also use a coffee filter, but it takes forever to drain. You probably noticed that if you've used those before. Yeah, this is lively. It kind of, I don't know if you heard it pop when I opened it up, but here we go. And it's pretty simple. We're just going to pour it. Do our best to capture every little drop of this glorious goodness. I can smell the raspberries. Ah, this is going to be amazing. All right, now we have got our juice right here. Look at that lovely stuff. Straining this proved to be a little bit more difficult than I had expected. And it turned out it was difficult because we were using 8 layers of cheesecloth on the bottom of the sieve. So we ended up using 4 layers only. You can also go ahead and use one of these fine sieves as well. That can help too. This is all our goo that we took out. Look at this. This amazes me. The alcohol has acted as a solvent, and the vodka has literally pulled everything out of these berries, including the color. So now all of the goodness has transferred into the vodka. Now we've got our simple syrup. And what we did was mix 1 cup of water with 1 cup of sugar. I use organic evaporated cane sugar, which is why it has a little bit of a golden tone to it. I don't think it matters. In fact, I think it enhances the color. And so now we're going to add this to our juice because I tasted it before we added the sugar and oh lordy, it is sour. Even with these beautiful berries, that alcohol really makes it taste strong. So now we're going to stir this up, and it's going to continue to settle. There may end up being a little sediment on the bottom. You could strain that off if you wanted to. You can decant it into smaller bottles and give it as gifts. That's really fun. You can also use the stuff at the bottom, the sediment stuff, like on fruit salads or whatnot. If you don't, if it doesn't look so pretty in the glass, don't waste a drop of this goodness. Now, we put the lid back on, and it's going to take 2 more weeks of sitting and settling and mellowing for everything to come together and for this to turn into the beautiful liqueur that it wants to be. Okay, moment of truth. Here is 2 weeks later, our brand new version of this. It smells pretty divine. Oh yeah, turned out really nice. Oh, nice strong raspberry flavor. Of course, this gorgeous color that I love so much. That is really nice. Now, for those of you who aren't into straight alcohol, it makes fabulous mixed drinks. Put a little bit of sparkling water in here, a little bit of mint from the garden, and that is good stuff as well. You can pour this over fruit salad, over cheesecake. You can give them as gifts. There are so many things that you can do with this lovely liqueur. The possibilities are endless. Thanks for joining me. From all of us at Raintree Nursery, cheers!